Stars NBA version resumes here in San Antonio tonight. Close to 34,000 expected here at the Alamo Dome as the LA Lakers take on the San Antonio Spurs. Lakers looking to even the best of 7 Western semifinal at a game apiece.
Game plan in San Antonio, give the ball fake and drive it hard.
And Kobe Bryant gets the roll. Kobe Bryant, who the Spurs took away a lot of his flashes to the hoop, ended up with pretty good numbers for the most part. By 4 turnovers, and Kobe Bryant does with his long-range shot. With nearly 7 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Good feed from Derek Fisher to Shaquille O'Neal. And no one near him as he gets his first basket of the game. The shot clock, you're watching the game clock here in the quarter. Kobe Bryant knifing his way in and a nifty shot by Bryant. And he's got 6 to lead the Lakers.
That was an explosion. When you realize how far he came off of that 2 dribbles from the opposite wing to lay it up on the other side of the lane.
And Bryant is pushed by Elliott. And for the Spurs, that is their 15th foul, and that will send Kobe to the free throw line. Played fine defense in the 4th quarter as well. 2 seconds remaining in the first quarter as Bryant makes the free throws. Had 8 to lead the Lakers in the first quarter. Bryant looking for a good look, and he's got it. Kobe Bryant now with 10 points, and the Spurs lead is down to 8.
How about that move? The defender, just on that crossover move, the defender moved back 8 feet, opened him up. He thought he was playing horse in his backyard.
Good feed from Shaq to Rick Fox, and that is good movement by the player without the ball. Where Tim Duncan gets his class and dignity from. Here is Shaq double-teamed out to Glenn Rice and hits, and that's there for the Lakers as well.
You create a better angle and you empty out the opposite side.
Under 5 minutes remaining as Kobe Bryant misses. Elliott fell down. Bryant missed. Alertly gets the rebound and lays it in. The basket counts as a foul, and a chance now for the Lakers to climb within 3.
Now that was sheer hustle on Kobe's behalf. When Elliott fell down, Kobe shoots. Now you see he falls down. Now as Elliott stays down, and he never got up. And this is just a smart move by Kobe off the dribble. And then once he gets that hop step, watch out, because that's where he explodes.
What a contrast in the emotion of this game. The Lakers started off in a fog, and now it looks like San Antonio is in some sort of a zone, and the Lakers have picked it up. Now trailing by only 3, 33-30, thanks to a 10-1 run.
The last 3 minutes is the best defense we've seen the Lakers have in the game tonight.
Kobe Bryant pulling up, and Bryant has the hand. He can feel it out there. 15 points for Kobe Bryant, and the Lakers, who are down by 14 in the first quarter, have come to within 1, and a timeout called by the Spurs.
In game 1, Kobe Bryant had 21 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. But he negated a lot of it with the turnovers, the 7 turnovers. But he has been hot here from the field in both games as long as he takes and stays within his game, the high percentage game. Every once in a while, he'll get out of control and he'll take an off-balance shot where it looks like he's trying to shatter the backboard.
Kobe Bryant, 15 points on 6 for 11 shooting. He has scored 7 this quarter. And, you know, he played a solid defensive game in the first contest as well.
Well, that's why I say, that's why you mentioned the 6 rebounds. You mentioned the 3 steals and the couple of blocks that he had.
11 shooting here in this quarter. Fisher feeding Shaq, who goes up and fouls. And now the Lakers in position to tie the game.
Nice move by Fisher.
Coming up on the AT&T halftime, the Sixers and the Pacers earlier tonight on TNT has 3 personals for the 2nd straight game in the first half, has hurt the San Antonio Spurs big time. Here's Shaq from Fox, and he is fouled. Rose had the ball, but there were other Spurs inside who committed the personal, and they'll give it to Malik because of the body.
We know that Rose is 6'7" and 250, but he's going to get him in the lower back, and that's exactly what he did there. He pushed him in the lower back. That's why the foul was called. Did he get the ball at the top? Yes, he did.
May not be his forte, but Joe Forte actually made the call underneath. Little play on word. Shaq makes 1 out of 2. Considering Shaq has been no factor, the Lakers have to be pretty pleased.
Oh, of course. I mean, you just had a bad half of turnovers, bad decisions, and you're right there, only 3 down.
And Rose, who bobbled the pass, puts it up. So Robinson with 3 fouls. Shaquille O'Neal with 2, but not much production from him. Kobe Bryant had 15 points to lead the Lakers. Tim Duncan, 13 for the Spurs. And at halftime of Game 2 of the best-of-7 Western Conference semifinal, the Spurs lead the Lakers by a score of 44-41. Bryant with a deceptive drive against Sean Elliott.
That was a play that was set up. It looked like they were going to the right side of the floor. The old thing, deception. Start one way, swing it back, clear out, and give him a one-on-one.
Fortunately, Derek Fisher was there. Lakers falling asleep with some of the perimeter passing. Bryant leads it off to J.R. Reed, and Reed hitting the jump shot. So Reed with his first basket of the ball game, and the Spurs lead again down to 1. And there is Kobe working his way in. Shaq getting the offensive rebound and putting it in. Shaquille O'Neal, who had 7 offensive rebounds in game number 1, now his first offensive board tonight.
Well, he's definitely alive right now in this corner, and everything is going his way. He's getting the bounce.
But Shaquille O'Neal puts it in. Shaq, 10 points, 6 here in the third.
Well, he's so active, Dick. You know, that's his second offensive rebound where he scored and off the front of the rim.
And Kobe Bryant with a smooth jumper, 19 for Bryant. Remember, he's playing with 3 personal fouls.
They're not running the lanes hard.
And Kobe Bryant to Shaquille O'Neal in one of the better sequences of ball movement for the Lakers tonight to bring them to within 2 points. Shaq now has 12 points. Now offensively, Bryant pulls up and hits the shot, and I guess it's okay when it goes through.
Well, any time that he gets you on this left side of the floor, he's murder. And he's caught Elliott now at least 4 times in that one-on-one situation where he has gotten fouled or scored.
Good fake pass by Fox, and Rick Fox set it up with the fake pass and the drive, penetrating to set up shot.
All the defenders came right on top of Rick Fox. That was a beautiful shovel pass with his right hand.
Now this is a team that's averaged 99 in the regular season, 99 in the first round against the Rockets, and they have only 59 going into the fourth quarter. But Kobe Bryant, who has had the hot hand since the start, now with 23 points and leads everybody in the scoring department. Elliott working against Bryant, going strong to the hoop. Not enough mustard on it or touch. And the Lakers come right back. And here is Rick Fox. And Fox banks it in. And the Lakers now lead by 6, opening up their biggest lead. And the Spurs are going to call a timeout. And the Spurs trying to tie the game again. And Sean Elliott gets the basket on a nifty play. He's got 17. Lakers settling for perimeter shooting.
Take a look.
Spurs looking to take the lead again, and David Robinson from Sean Elliott. Lakers trying for the outside shot. Spurs working the ball in, and they have run off 8 straight points to regain the lead. San Antonio leading in Los Angeles 71-69. Derek Fisher back in the game at the point. Kobe Bryant lays it in. Big play by Bryant following the timeout. He has 25, and that is a career playoff high for Kobe, who had 24 against Houston in Game 4 there. And it goes through, and the Spurs are claiming it should be no basket, but they're going to allow the hoop. 1:06 to go. We're tied at 73. Avery Johnson picking spot. Robinson right around shot. David Robinson with a great first step that he's known for. But only 3 seconds to try a shot, and the Lakers with only 1 timeout left. They got to get it in bounds. They do. Bryant, long range. Hits the 3.
What a dagger.
Kobe Bryant has given the Lakers a 1-point lead with a 3-point basket. He's got 28 in the game, and a timeout called by San Antonio. Kobe Bryant delivering in his playoff best. 28 points tonight.
Now you're going to see Bryant just sprint right to the corner. And on the catch, the elevation. And also a little fade back on the release of the shot.
He could be the hero for the Lakers. One with 34.2 seconds to go. Kobe Bryant with 28 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He has played the entire game, Hubie.
He's just been outstanding, electric at both ends of the floor. Not only with the points, but also defensively and on the boards.
The Lakers have a foul to give, and that could be important. The differential in the clocks is 12 seconds as you look at the reset.
Now we have plenty of time here right now. The big thing is to run what you talked about in the huddle and get a high percentage shot.
Sean Elliott with the air ball, not a high percentage shot. And the rebound into the hands of the Lakers. And the differential of about 4 seconds. And San Antonio.
When you got to go for some traps here, either or go for the trap and then try to steal. If you don't get it, you foul. You cannot allow them to run it all the way down to 4 seconds.
And Ellie committing the foul. Kobe Bryant will go to the free throw line where he is perfect tonight, 3 for 3. So after a 24-point effort in Game 4 against Houston that clinched the series, 28 tonight, and a chance to give the Lakers a 3-point lead. His first miss gives the Spurs some hope. J.R. Reed in the game, and remember, the Lakers still with a foul to give.
Now, he was 20 for 25 in the playoffs before that miss.
And he missed them both. Kobe Bryant misses both free throws, and instead of a possible 3-point Laker lead, the Spurs 1 point down as they call a timeout.
That's why we always say, don't worry about who you're fouling. Don't be worried about percentages. Pressure takes advantage of that.
Rice guarding Ellie, looking
high screen and roll.
Duncan setting the screen. Plenty of time left. They go down low to Duncan, guarded by Reed. And Duncan's turnaround scores, and San Antonio regains the lead by 1. Timeout Lakers with 8.4 on the clock. 21 for Tim Duncan, but the Lakers may be in position to have the last answer tonight.
He's coming off a Shaq to the corner.
And they get it in the knocked away. Johnson causes the turnover. Ellie has it, and he's fouled. And it was Avery Johnson who knocked the ball away from Derek Fisher. And that was Avery Johnson's 5th steal of the game. And Ellie not...
Keep an eye to the left of your screen here as this pass comes in. See, he got a piece of it. And as he hit the ball, it deflected right off of Fisher's face.
And a timeout was called by Mario Ellie. And the pass into Elliott, and he is fouled with 5.3 seconds to go.
As you're coming down the floor in a flow.
Elliott connects on the first free throw. He is 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Johnson with the big defensive play with his 5th steal. The Spurs lead by 3 and no timeouts remaining. Here is Kobe Bryant checking the clock, going up for the shot. No good. The game is over, and the Spurs win their 2nd in a row.